This brand new store made over $60,000 within 90 days of launching. And what's wild is I built it all by using AI. No team, no massive budget, just me testing and scaling. I've been doing dropshipping for a decade, and by far, 2026 is the easiest time to build a six-figure store if you know what you're doing. So in this video, I'm gonna show you everything I did to scale the store from 0 to 60,000 in 90 days. The exact product I sold, the store I built, the ads I ran, and the complete revenue timeline from day 1 to day 90. So let's not waste any more time and get right into it. First, let me go and show you the actual product and the product page layout. This is our Shopify dashboard. And right now we're looking at the month of April, and from April 1st to the last day of the month, we made right around $24,000 in revenue. Now let me go ahead and change this so you can see the full timeline since we launched the store, which was back in February. So I'm gonna go ahead and click from February now to today. And as you see, since the launch of this brand new store, we made right around $59,000 in sales with 1,300 orders and a conversion rate of 2.37%, which is right on average. But the craziest thing is that we made right around a 37% profit margin on this store. So we can say that it's definitely performing well so far. Now we're gonna go ahead and look at the product. So I'm just gonna go over here to the left, click on products, and scroll down to our flagship product, which is the Christian Girl Energy Journal. And just off this journal alone, you can see in the last 90 days that our flagship product made right around $46,000 of sales. Now here are some product photos showing the front of the journal and the inside. And you can see that we have this price at $29.99 with a compare at price of $49.99. So the product is on sale, but we also are charging right around $5 for shipping on every single one of these orders. So it really comes out to right around like $35. Now you can also see that the cost of goods here is right around like $1 per item, but we are also paying an additional $4 for fast shipping, which brings the total cost of goods to right around $5. Now let's go ahead and look at the actual product page. So right away, you can see the Christian Girl Energy Journal in bold letters right at the top. We have a 4.9 star rating with over 700 reviews, and the price is set at $29.99. Now I also have a couple quick benefits listed right here at the top of the product page as well, saying things like faith practice for women without guilt or pressure, just to make customers comfortable with the product so they know what they're getting. Now right below that, we have some UGC content for social proof. Below the social proof, we have our pricing options. Now you guys know me, the main thing I'm trying to do is make as much money as possible. So what we did is we went ahead and set up these bundles. So with these bundles, you can see that you can go ahead and buy 1 or 2 at a discount, or even buy 3 and get 1 free. And having any type of bundle offer like this is a great offer to have. And honestly, I do this on every single one of my stores. Now right below that, we upsell a self-care journal that's performing pretty well. I'd say like 20 to 30% of orders currently are buying this product on top of the main product that we're currently selling. This is why bundles and upsells are so important on your page to have. And before the add a cart button, we also have some quick FAQs to answer any quick questions that our customers will have. So that the customer doesn't have to scroll all the way to the bottom of the website or have to reach out to customer service, we're giving them the opportunity to answer all their questions up front right here. So here they can just get quick insight on like what's inside the journal, how to use it, shipping details, and our guarantee. Now below our guarantee, you can also see we have even more social proof. Now below that, you see I'm not stopping with these upsells. We have an additional bundle upsell right here where they can get the journal plus some pens, highlighters, a prayer jar, and some Bible tabs. It's like a whole kit to be able to start their journey. Now right under that, we have an info section, and this is going to show who the journal is designed for and what it's designed to do, which is just to deepen your walk in faith. Now with these type of sections, I always try to include some type of stats, and here you can see I put like 100% of women who use this journal deepen their walk in faith, and 94% feel more spiritually grounded. Zero pressure, and in just 5 minutes of intentional time, you can transform your perspective on life. Talk about a strong emotional opening statement to grab that attention. Now you can also see we have the call to action button right here so they don't have to scroll all the way back up to the top to add this product to their cart, along with the sticky add to cart button, which again is something I put on every one of my stores. You're seeing a lot of things that I'm adding here is just really about customer experience and making it as easy as possible for them to buy this product. Now the next thing you see is that we're upselling some more journals here, and this is just to increase our average order value. We also have 3 other bundles that they can choose from here as well, like a self-care bundle that comes with different items like a self-care journal and a workbook for children. Now right below, we have a Bible quote. This is going to be Luke 10:39-42, and then we just have some more UGC content to follow up with it here. Now right below that, we're just pushing more social proof, right? So we have our customer reviews, so customers could hear from what other people are saying about our journal, which ultimately just helps us increase our conversion rate. So that's the product, which is just a Christian faith journal for women. Now, why did I pick this specific product out of thousands of other options? Well, it comes down to 3 reasons. First, I saw competitor validation. Other brands were already running and scaling ads for similar products, which meant that there was proven demand. So I wasn't guessing, I was just following the data. Second, there was a built-in community around this product. Christian women are active on social media. They share faith-based content and they engage with creators inside of this niche. And that organic engagement means that your ads are going to get comments, shares, and social proof without you having to pay for it, because the community does the marketing for you. And that's exactly what I saw when I started running my ads. Third is that it's evergreen. You see, faith and journaling aren't trend dependent. I mean, people are practicing their faith all year round. So now that you understand why I chose this product, let me go ahead and break down and show you how I validated it. Now, before I even spent a single dollar on this product, right, I just needed to see proof that people were already buying it. So the first thing that I did is I just headed straight over to Facebook ad library to check competitor activity. And then I validated the search volume on Google Trends. Let me go ahead and walk you through exactly how I found it. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is just head over here to the Facebook ad library. So I'm going to scroll down, keep it set to US, look at all ads, and then search for brands inside of the niche using different types of keywords. And here's some ads from brands that are selling similar products. You can see Alabaster Co., where they're selling like a beautiful year in the Bible journal. I'm actually going to go ahead and scroll through their ads. Now here's the Spiral Bible, and this is kind of like a similar product to the Christian Girl Energy Journal. So looking through this, I mean, we know that this product is a winner because other brands are actively running ads for similar products. And that's some of the validation that I'm doing before I ever spend a single dollar running ads for this type of product. So now that we have validated this with Facebook, the next step is we're going to head over here to Google Trends. And then once we make it to this platform, what we're going to do is just search a few different keywords to see what the search volume is looking like. So the first one I'm going to go ahead and search is something like devotional. Now I'm going to go ahead and change this time range from the past 24 hours to the past 5 years. And the thing I'm just going to start looking for here is just trends. Like, am I seeing a trend within the graph? And I don't want to just do over the span of a couple days. I want to see it over a longer time period to see if there's any type of consistency behind this product, where you can clearly see in 2026 it reached a peak, and actually the end of 2025 reached a peak as well. Now there's a slight decrease here, but it's still a really good amount of search volume just for the word devotional. And now I'm just going to keep following this same exact pattern. So I'm going to take out devotional now, and I'm going to go ahead and replace it with the word journal, and just check out what the graph looks like with this. Now as you can see, since maybe last year, the search term for journal has been ramping up with a slight decrease recently. But you can see the trend clearly. I mean, this year was at its peak, and we actually started it in February right as it was peaking. Now you can see it's starting to go down a little bit now, but we're still in a good position to keep running it, especially with the type of return that it's currently bringing. Now let me go ahead and explain what I actually focus on when building the rest of the store, because this is where it's easy to waste weeks perfecting every detail instead of just focusing on the essentials that matter in the beginning. So when I was first starting it, I just focused on fast shipping, clear product benefits, and an easy checkout. Everything else around that was just extra. So I didn't have a custom logo, I didn't spend weeks on branding, and I didn't build 10 different product pages. I had one product page that explained what the product does and why someone should buy it. That's it. Because you don't need a perfect store to get started. You need a store that doesn't get in the way of people buying. So to show you what I mean, I'll also go over to the checkout flow, which will give you a complete template so you can just go ahead and copy it for your next store. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and add the buy to bundle to the cart, and then the cart will automatically open up. And here, just so all you guys know, we're gonna be using the Kaching Cart app. And as you can see, the free ebook automatically adds to the cart along with the journal, which will give an extra incentive to the customer to go through with the purchase because of the extra free things that they're going to be getting. We also have some Bible add-ons below to increase our average order value. You can see that we have the pins, highlighters, stickers, bookmarks, Bible tabs, a prayer jar, and a ring. And no, I don't stop there. We're also offering shipping protection for an additional $2.49. So let's go ahead and toggle that, and I'm going to go ahead and proceed to checkout. Okay, so this is what the checkout page is currently looking like. On the left-hand side, we offer express checkout options, which is like Shop Pay, PayPal, Amazon Pay, and Google Pay. And customers can come and fill out their contact information, their shipping details, and choose their shipping method below. Now, of course, they can pay as well with Shop Pay, credit card, or PayPal. And on the right-hand side, of course, we have our order details. So here it's showing them what they ordered, exactly what's in their cart, and they also have the option to add a discount code as well. Simple as that. I mean, this is literally all you need to launch a successful dropshipping store and reach your first $10,000 months before optimizing. Our store is clear proof. But now let me go to show you how I connected my supplier to the store so every order that comes in gets fulfilled automatically. For this, I like to use a platform called TeamDrop, not just for automating the fulfillment process, but also for finding the supplier in the first place. Let me go and show you how to connect it. So once you're in TeamDrop, what we're gonna go and do is go down to store management. We're gonna click on authorize store, and then we're gonna go ahead and click add store. And right away, what it's gonna do is it's gonna bring up this pop-up where you can add in Shopify, WooCommerce, or eBay. Now, of course, we all know that we're gonna be going with Shopify. Next, go ahead and click authorize, and then it's gonna have us download the TeamDrop app on our store. And of course, we're gonna go ahead and install that. And that's how simple it is. Right after that, everything is connected. That's it. a few minutes to set up, and now every single order automatically fulfills with fast shipping. This is honestly one of the most important tools in this entire operation, because without automated fulfillment and fast shipping, you can't scale past a certain point. You will either burn out manually processing orders, or customers leave bad reviews because shipping takes too long. But Team Drop, they solve both of these problems. And if you want to go ahead and use it for your store, I have a link right below this video in the description. Now, I'm not going to go super in depth on finding the supplier through Team Drop in this video, but I have demonstrated it on some of my other videos, which you can go ahead and check out as well. Now, real quick, I have a big announcement to make before we move on. We have revamped the AutoEcom $100,000 challenge, which some of you are already familiar with from last year. But for those of you who aren't, it's a 90-day competition where you launch a dropshipping store, scale it, and report your revenue each week. Your results get posted on a live leaderboard, and at the end of 90 days, the top performers split up to $100,000 in cash and funding based off of their rankings. $100,000 cash, and throughout that time, you get live feedback and support from our Supreme Ecom team to help you get started and scale no matter your experience. So if you want to join us for free and compete and get the opportunity of winning these cash giveaways, I left a link in the description. And let me just say, this is the perfect place for you to begin your dropshipping journey, because whether you win or not, you will still have a legit store ready by the end of it, which you can scale anyways. So do not miss this opportunity, because last year we had so many success stories from everybody who competed. With that said, let's go ahead and get right back into the video. So now let me go ahead and show you the ads, and I'm going to pull up the actual campaigns that I ran, show you the ads themselves, walk you through the campaign structure in Ads Manager, and break down exactly what happened on day 6 when I got my first sale. Now here's the first campaign that I launched at right around $35 a day with 13 ad sets to test different types of creatives. And I'm gonna go ahead and play you a couple so you can get an idea of what I went for. Okay, so that's just one example. Let me go ahead and show you one more. Okay, so you can kind of see the different angles in the way I was formatting these ads. So now let's go ahead and dive a little bit deeper, and I'm gonna show you the actual campaign structure. So initially, like when I launched the first campaign, I only targeted the United States. And I made sure that my campaign objective was set to sales, because that's what I'm always gonna be going for, and that's obviously what you guys are here to do as well, is make sales. And for the budget, you can see I put the campaign budget at $35. And I left the bid strategy on highest volume or value. And for the ad sets, I always made sure that the conversion location was website, and the performance goal was maximize number of conversions. Now, of course, I only had one pixel that was running on the store, and I just had to make sure that the pixel was set up correctly and that the conversion event was set to purchase. Because again, we all know what we're here to get is purchases. That's what we all are trying to do with every product that we're selling. Now, with the delivery method, I kept that on standard, and I started this campaign right away from the first day. And again, I only targeted the United States, broad targeting, no detailed targeting on this, because I understand that Facebook's algorithm is a lot smarter than me. So me trying to choose different assets or audiences is not going to make sense when Facebook already has the data to make those decisions for me. So not just for this product, but basically every product that I run, I always start off with broad targeting. Now let's go ahead and head into the ad level. Now here on the ad level, I made sure that my Facebook page and Instagram page were connected correctly, and I did a manual upload, and I just uploaded the first creative. Now as you can see, I made sure that the main destination was the website, because that's where I want my customers to go, and I also provided my website URL. Now this website URL, let me make it very clear, I did not lead them to the home page of my website. I led them to the product page itself, the main product page of this product that I'm selling, because you don't want to lead your customers into a place where they're guessing where the product is that they're looking for in the first place. And here's the exact primary text that I used, and just so you know, like I used AI to write all of this. Now here's my headline, which you can see I'm saying I'm offering a 50% discount today only, which really kind of helps push that impulse buy right away from any person who's seeing this. And my call to action, of course, is always just going to be shop now. Now this structure that you're seeing is the same structure that I used on all my ad sets and all the ads that I was running. Oh, and I actually almost forgot to say this, but I also set up my UTM parameters. And to set those up, you just add them in the URL parameters section. And that was my initial ad setup that I launched. So that's the first campaign, $35 a day, 13 ad sets for creative testing, broad US targeting. And on day 6, I actually got my first sale using this exact setup. And the only thing I was trying to do here is just prove concept, right? That's what that sale proved. And then from there, I just continue to keep testing. These are all the main aspects covered. You've seen the product, the store, how I connected my supplier, the ads, and how I set everything up inside the ads manager. But for now, let's go ahead and zoom out for a second, okay? And we're gonna take a look at the larger strategy that I ran that landed me these results. And literally what I'm about to cover right now, you can just go ahead and copy and use for every store that you start and scale from 0 to 5 figures as fast as possible without having to have a huge startup budget. So let's go ahead and dive in, okay? And what I'm gonna cover today more specifically consists of 4 strategic plays. Strategy 1 is just test small and scale proof. You see, most people, they always do the opposite. They launch big, they spend a couple $1,000s on day 1 and just hope that it works. But the winning approach is very different. You approach it with the minimal viable test, validate, and then you invest. You guys saw my budget, right? $35 a day. That's all I needed to prove the concept. Once it was proved, then I put real money behind it. Doing it like this, you're never risking capital on assumptions. You're risking small amounts on test, and you only scale when the data is actually proven that it's worth it. Now, strategy 2 is that speed beats perfection. So I launched a store in 4 hours with a very simple product page. I got my first sale on day 6 while competitors were still designing logos and writing all types of different brand guidelines. And here's the part that I feel like a lot of people don't talk about is that speed compounds. 10 tests in 10 different weeks gives you way more data than one perfect test in 10 weeks. The market rewards speed and data beats planning. Strategy 3 is creative volume beats creative quality. One perfect ad loses to 10 good ads every single time. Why? Because each test gives you information that the next test can use. So you have to understand that the winners reveal themselves through data, not through your opinion. Now, I didn't know that UGC would work best. The data is what told me. So from there, once I understood that, then I made 5 more variations of the UGC angle, and those outperformed every other concept that I tested. That's how you double down on data and find out what's working and continue to keep exploiting it. Strategy 4 is iterate on what works and absolutely kill what doesn't. When something works, just make more of it. Same angle, different executions. But when something doesn't work, you have to kill it fast. You can have no emotional attachment at all. The scale that you guys are seeing from 0 to 60,000 in 90 days, that didn't come from finding new tactics. It came from doubling down on winners. 5 variations of my best ad outperformed 5 completely new concepts. That's iteration. In a nutshell, this strategy works across every single type of product in whatever niche that you're focused on, because it works based off of validation and iteration, where you're never guessing, you're just testing, learning, and scaling what the data proves. That's how we were able to hit $60,000 with a 35% profit margin, and that's how the next one will too. And remember, if you want to execute this yourself and compete in the Auto Ecom Challenge for up to $100,000 in cash funding, the link is also in the description. But whatever you do from here, you need to remember this, is that you do not need a perfect plan. You need a validated product, a working store, and the speed to test and iterate. That's what's going to get you profitable and get you into the results that you deserve. And the store that I just showed you today was just proof that this approach really does work. So stop over preparing and just get started. And the Auto Ecom Challenge is the perfect opportunity to do so if you couple it up with this strategy. I have now given you all the information, but now from here it's on you and you have to take action. This is AC with Supreme Ecom, and I'm out.